start living your life the way you should. So just me, just even leaving my garage. I know you guys can't see it because I'm embarrassed actually at the state that I allow my presence to be in. And we'll go over this in a little bit because this really like limits your expectations in life and what you're doing. And now I understand there should be situations at all times that you need to work on. That is always going to be the case, but you should never let it go overlooked. And again, we'll talk about that in a second. So looking like at my garage as I pull out, it is literally a mess, like a mess. And it's not really like overwhelming. Like it is overwhelming, but it's not. So let me explain. There's just no like elegant look to it. It's basically like worn down, run down. Of course, that's the state that I bought it in. I didn't make it that state, and it's not even the state that essentially that I bought it in. It's what I allowed to be in this space. A lot of this stuff was from my ex, or my ex was supposed to remove from this space, and he never did. Like that whole side is literally all his stuff. Like I've got a good like 4 foot, no, probably even more than that, probably like 8 foot space over here. It's like 8 by 2. It's like that, almost that whole side, like half of that side wall, which is pretty long, but it's all his stuff. And again, it shouldn't be there. And a lot of it was my like old paperwork and stuff too, but a lot of it he was supposed to like take care of and you know, organize and get rid of, or whatever he wanted to do with it. So I've got like all this stuff that I've got to dispose of or figure out what to do, because a lot of it is not stuff I can just easily get rid of. Like it needs to be professionally disposed of. So I need to like hire a company to professionally dispose of like all this like years worth of paperwork. Again, like he was supposed to take care of. And not only that, there's a lot of his stuff too. That's only about half of the stuff is paperwork. The other half is just his stuff that he just left. That he never got. Like this has been now 4 years. All right, so this needs to go like now. A lot of the stuff like right beside my car was stuff that he bought that essentially was a gift for me, like stuff to put out around the house and things that just really take up a lot of space, and it's not something that I want in my space. So I got to get rid of that. And then I've got like a whole bunch of like house remodeling stuff that needs to go or be used. And then I'm looking at this side, and this is literally like really like worn down, not taken care of, like equipment to like tools to like all kinds of like oil and cleaner, and not like household cleaner, like stuff like oil and stuff to clean like parts and stuff, not even like cars or anything like that, but like parts. And just random like tools and equipment that is missing pieces or broken or whatever. Now, a lot of it I went through already, like a lot. Like I am down at least half of the stuff that was in here that was just random crap and tools and just stuff. At least I got down to half, but still I'm allowing the rest of this to be in my space. Essentially what I need to do in here is just go, what am I keeping? Okay, this is the easiest way to clear your space, is say, what is the 5 most important things in this space, okay? And of course, one's going to be my tractor and then my car. But, you know, that aside, what is the 5 most important things here that could be essentially get rid of, right? So I could say my bikes, but obviously half of those aren't mine. So I would have to ask my children, you know, what they want to do with them. A lot of them, it's like the bikes aren't even like to their size anymore. They've grown out of them. So, you know, it's time to get rid of those. And like a lot of like I said, this stuff is just like all broken tools and stuff. Like, why is it cluttering my space? Sure, you could say, well, you might need a tool. But again, we're talking about limiting beliefs here. Now, I started off the talk with, of course, telling you about my space and like allowing things to happen, because that's where it all starts. And limiting beliefs has all to do with your space. So let me break this down for you. hold on. Let me back up a little and just go on my way because I'm going to run and go get a coffee, and then I'm going to run to the grocery store and get some fresh fruit. I've been really wanting some fresh fruit today, so I'm going to go do that. And then I've got to get my eyebrows done today. I don't know about this new part in my hair either. Like, I parted it down the center. Now, that is my natural part, is down the center. It's always been like that. But I decided to go back to my natural part and see how I like it today. So far, I'm not liking it, and I'm gonna have to repart it to the side. All right, so I've been training my hair to part from the side for like 4 years now, and this is the first time I've really allowed it to like part down the middle. All right, but I'm not liking it already now that I'm looking at it. But anyhow, let's talk about why your environment, or why you allow stuff to be in your environment, setting the stage to keeping you small, to limiting your beliefs. It's because you allow it. That's the only reason, right? So that's the only reason why. Same with the reason why you keep certain people in your life, because you allow them to be in your life. Remember, you can decide how much time you spend with people. You can decide which type of people to spend time with. You can decide where to spend time with people. You can decide, what you do with your time. All of that is your choice. And you've got to start telling yourself no to a lot of things, because a lot of the reasons why we accept people or things in our life is because we hold meaning behind them, meaning that we might see it as a emotional investment for ourselves. Maybe we feel like we're not being seen, we're not being wanted, so we feel that emotional like need to be around them and have that like sense of a validation, even if it's a negative one. We want to feel something, so we have that. But also money, time, maybe they like supported us at one time in our life, and this is a way that we're sacrificing our lives now to be supportive and in their lives, even though it is like taking us back into this like mindset of being small and limited, where you got to remember we are always evolving and always growing, and the only way we continue to evolve and grow is to expand outside of what we know, expand outside of those friend circles, around those environments, all those things that are essentially limiting us. And it's okay. You don't have to like totally neglect people. What I'm saying is you could choose to limit time with them, and by that you can lead them into a new direction. You essentially become the leader instead of giving other people the lead. Okay, did you get that? Rewind it, make sure that you get that. All right, so